Good morning. Good morning. My name is Cheryl. I'm from the YMCA Southern Branch of York. And this is going to be a 45-minute bar class. So your bar class today will be a variety of exercises working on your core, your legs, your butt, and your arms. The equipment that you need is a chair, a set of light weights. I'm using 5-pounders, so anything around there. If you don't have any weights, it's okay. You can use water bottles or no weight at all because we'll still be working our legs and working our arms. And if you have a Pilates or some type of squishy ball, I'm going to show you some exercises using the ball. If you don't have one, it's okay because you can still do everything without it. But the ball just adds a little fun to the workout. Now, the ball, this is a Pilates ball, so it has a little bit of a texture. But if you have, like, your kid, your child has a ball that you just deflate a little air out of it. So there's a little bit of air out of it, so it just makes it a little squishy. So if you have a ball, grab that ball because we'll incorporate that into the workout. Like I said, you don't need it. You can still do it without it. And you could always come back. You could do it once without it and then come back and do it again with the ball. Now, we're going to start with a little warm-up, about 5 minutes to warm our body up. Make sure we're working on that balance and control. So I'm going to start right here. My feet are right outside my hips. I'm going to bring those arms out. Oh, I got to set my watch. Right, Tiffany? It didn't happen if I don't set it. There we go. Arms come out. And I'm just going to lift those legs up, alternating sides. Lifting those legs up. I'm just warming up. Now, if you're mirroring me, I'll tell you which leg to lift then. So then lift that left leg, okay? Lift the left leg and just pull it in. Give yourself a nice little stretch. And then open it up, keeping that balance, right? And then lunge back into a lunge. So we're going to bring the knee up. We're going to open, and then we're going to lunge back. I'm a little close to my wall, so I may crash. There you go. And open. And lunge back. Knee, open. This is just getting that leg ready, those legs ready, and some balance work. I'm a little unsteady this morning, 7 a.m. There we go. 2 more. Now our last one on this side. And open. Now we're just going to step it up. Arms come back up. Alternating that side. Alternating sides with those knees. Now we're going to do the other side. So I want you to lift that right knee up. That right leg up. And then open it. And then lunge back. So it's a knee, open, and lunge. There we go. See how sometimes we just need a few minutes just to get our balance going, right? 2 more. Last one. I'm coming back up, first position, which means my heels are together, toes are slightly pointed out. And then I'm going to come out in a second. There we go. And our arms are just following, coming up shoulder height. There we go. 2 more. Now we're going to stay in this position, the second position right here. Okay, hold it here. I'm going to bring one arm up. Bring that knee down just a little bit. And that other arm comes up. Alternating sides. Give yourself a nice good stretch here. Feel those obliques. 2 more. And last one. There we go. And we're going to bring those arms back at shoulder height. I'm going to come up on one toe and then the other. One toe, alternating sides. Now I'm going to come up on both toes, and I'm just going to hold it here for 5, 3, and last one. My heels come down, bring those arms down, and bring the arms up. Big arms. 2 more, and last one. And then step it back to that first position. Now we're going to come out the other side. Second position. And step it out. This is all part of the warm-up. My mom used to say the warm-up is her favorite part because she could do it. Now, she's 82 years old too, so there you go. 2 more. Last one. Step it out. Okay. Now I'm going to bring those palms in and open, in and open. Two more. Okay, last one. Arms come back, shoulder height, alternating those toes. Okay, we're almost there. Two more. Now I want you to come up on both those toes and hold it. Bring that booty down just a little bit and hold for 5, 3, and last one. Heels come down, arms come down, and big arms come up. Now, you can stay right here. I will give you modifications for everything. Just even for the warm-up, you can stay here. I want you to come up on those toes. Toes, heels, toes, heels. There we go. So everything can be modified so that my mom can do it too. There you go. Big arms, 2 more. And last one. And bring those heels down and step it in. Excellent job. Now, today we're going to stay on our feet, and then we're going to go down on the floor in a little bit. I'm going to turn up my music just a little bit, just because we're done warming up now. Now, I want to start on the chair, just doing something on the chair, a little for our legs. Now, this is where that option comes in, with or without the ball. If you have a ball, I want you to just tap it between your thighs. If you don't, it's fine. You can just do the whole thing without it. Okay, now I'm going to face my chair. The chair is just for balance. The chair just lets me come down a little deeper. And I'm going to sit in my chair. See my invisible chair back here? So that booty's coming down. Hips are coming back and down. My feet are just right outside those hips because that ball is kind of keeping those legs a little bit wider. There you go. But my chest stays lifted. And we have 8, 6, 4. Now, I'm going to sit in that chair. I'm going to sit in that chair. So my booty's down. I'm in that chair. I'm going to make sure that this chair is far enough that it's not holding me. There you go. This chair is just for balance. Now, I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to come down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Now, this is going to be a small movement. It's not going to be a pulse because we're doing it nice and slow. Up an inch, down. Up an inch, and down. So it's a slower movement than a pulse. And down. And up. For 8 and 7. 5, 3. Now, I want you to stay right here. I want you to hold it here. If you have a ball between your thighs, I want you to squeeze the ball. So you're pressing it in. If you don't have a ball, just bring those legs in just slightly. So you can just bring those legs in slightly. Like that. If you have the ball, you're squeezing. There you go, that booty's down. So we're just squeezing that ball. We're bringing those thighs in just a little bit for 8, 6, 4, and hold it right there. Now we're gonna do a little pulse. A little pulse is a little faster than what we just did. A little pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there. I want you to hold it right there. Now I'm gonna face you so you can see me. Now that ball is between my thighs or no ball at all. Okay, if you have the ball, you're holding it nice and tight. Now I'm gonna start on my right toe, bring my toe, heel up, sorry. Heel comes up, alternating sides. So I'm sitting in my chair, my imaginary chair, and I'm bringing that heel up, coming up on that toe, alternating sides. So I'm coming up on my right, then my left, my right, and my left, all while I'm sitting in this chair, holding that ball between my thighs. Or no ball, that's okay. And 5, 4, 3. Now I want you to come up on that right toe only. Right toe only. Only the right toe. And I'm going to add that little pulse. Now, I'm only on that right toe. Only on that right toe. Little pulse. Here we go. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it on that right toe. Hold it on that right toe. Now, if you don't need the chair, you can go into prayer. The chair is just for balance. Make sure that you can come down nice and deep. Okay, now we're holding this pose. I'm on one toe. I'm on one toe. Okay, we're holding it. Now, if you have a ball, I want you to squeeze that ball. Squeeze that ball. You have one toe, or you're just bringing those thighs together. Okay, so if no ball here, with the ball, pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold that ball nice and tight. Now that right heel comes down and the left heel comes up. Left heel comes up. We're going to add that pulse. Only on that left side. Okay, here we go. I'll show you this side. Only that left heel's up for 8, 6, 4, and hold it right there. Hold it nice and deep. You're on your left toe. Hold it. Now, if you have that ball, I want you to squeeze the ball. If you don't, then you're just bringing this nice together. There you go. Squeeze that ball. You're on that left toe. It's burning, I know. And 8, 6, 4, hold it. Come up on both toes. Now you're on both toes. This is where you may need that chair. Now we're going to come down, up an inch. This is that slower movement. Down, up an inch. I'm on both toes. Down, up an inch. Woo! And 5, 4, 3. Okay, hold it nice and deep. With or without the ball, bring those thighs together. Little pulses for 8, 6, 4. Hold that ball nice and tight on those toes. Now add the pulse, which is a little bit faster. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Heels come down and bring it up. Whoa, my thighs are on fire. Shake it out. Now I'm going to just drop that ball for a second. Oh, bring that leg up. We need to stretch out that quad. That was excellent. Now, what a way to start, right? Make sure you stretch that other side out. Now, I'm going to grab a drink. We are actually going to go down onto the ground, onto the floor. We're going to do a little legs with some core on the floor. Now, you can always modify. If you can't come down on the floor, my mom always says that she just lays on her bed. So, and she does some of the exercises that way, or you can sit on the chair, okay? Just depending, as long as you're moving, or you can do squats while we're on the floor, or you can just do leg lifts. So, I am going to tuck my ball between my thighs again. Remember, if you don't have the ball, it's okay. We'll still do it without, you can still do the move without the ball. I'm going to bring my legs up to 90 degrees. My legs are at 90 degrees. The ball's between my thighs, but it doesn't need to be. Now, I want you to hold it right here at 90 degrees. And I want you to squeeze the ball. If you don't have the ball, then you just bring those thighs in. Little pulses, just like a little inch movement, bringing them together. Okay, if you have the ball, you just squeeze in that ball. Little pulses for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold that squeeze right there. Hold that squeeze and extend those legs out nice and straight. Point those toes. Now, I want you to either hold it here, or if you have the ball, I want you to squeeze. Little pulses for 8, 6, 4, and hold back to 90 degrees. Little pulses, bringing those thighs together. Just that little inch movement for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Extend those legs out. Okay, back to those pulses, or just hold this pose for 8, 6, 4, and hold. Now back to 90. Now, my legs are at 90. I'm going to take the right toe and I'm going to bring it down towards the floor and then back up to 90. And the left side. So I'm going to alternate sides here. And 5, 4, 3. Okay, my last tap down, I'm going to take my right toe only and bring it down towards that floor and add a little pulse. I'm going to try not to actually touch the floor. It's just a little pulse, bringing it close to that floor. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and back to 90 degrees. Now that left side, bring that toe down. Little pulses for 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one, bring it back to 90. Now let's extend the 90. Extend and 90. We got 8 and 7. You got this. And 5, 3. Okay, last one. Oh, back to 90 and bring this feet down. Excellent job. Now, I am going to drop the ball. And I'm going to place the ball under my right foot. Okay, now, if you don't have the ball, it's okay. Just have your foot on the floor. So if I didn't have the ball, my foot would just be on the floor. If I have the ball, my right foot is resting on the ball. Okay, now my left leg, I'm going to straight and line up my knees. Point my toe, and I'm going to lift. So this is a full lift from close to the floor till my knees line up. My right foot is on the ball, or it's on the floor, depending if I have a ball, right? And 6, 5, 3. Now I want you to lift that left leg. Lift that left leg. Line up those knees. Now you're either going to hold it here, or if you have the ball, you're going to take that right foot and press it into the ball. You're going to take that right foot, press it into the ball. If you don't have the ball, you're going to hold this pose for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. There you go. Flex your foot, and we're going to do 8 more lifts with that left leg. And we have 8, 7, 5, 3. Okay, lift that leg up, knee to knee, line up those knees, and press that foot into the ball. That right foot for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Awesome job. Bring that foot down. Great job. Now I'm going to switch. Now remember, if you don't have a ball, your foot's just placed on the floor. So now my left foot has that ball under that heel. My right leg is nice and straight and my knees are lined up. I'm going to start with those 8 lifts. For 8, 7, 5, 3, Now, I'm going to lift that leg up. Line those knees up. Line those knees up. Now, either I'm going to hold this pose or I'm going to press my foot into that ball for 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Flex your foot. And we're going back to those lifts for 8, and 7, 5, 3. Okay, lift that leg up. Line those knees up. Either hold that pose or press that left foot into that ball for 8, 7, 5, 3. Last one. And bring that foot down. Excellent job. I'm going to scoot that ball to the side. And I'm going to straighten my legs. Okay, I'm going to straighten my leg. I'm going back to my right leg. I'm going to go back to my right leg. Okay. No, my left leg. Back to my left leg. I had to think about that first. The leg that you started with. Left leg. And I'm going to lift. Point that toe. And we have 8, 7, 5, 3. Keep that toe pointed. Bring it all the way up and add a little pulse. That toe is pointed. Nice little pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Flex that foot all the way up. Full lift. We're working it for 8, 7, 5, 3. Bring that leg all the way up. Foot is flexed. Add that little pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Now, I want you to hold it there for 8, 7, 5, 3. Now, slowly, without touching the floor, bring it down. And I want you to do an upside down U over that right leg. Upside down U for 8. Now, my foot is flexed. And 6, 5, 3. Now I want you to point that toe. Point that toe. Give me 8 more with that toe pointed for 8, and 7, 5, 3, and last one. And bring that leg down. Woo! Oh, stretch that leg out. That was a lot, right? Now I'm going to stretch those legs straight out. Now I'm going to my right leg. Okay? My other leg. Point the toe and lift. And lift. So my back is on the floor. My shoulders are on the floor. My palms are on the floor. And that right leg is just coming up. It's 12 o'clock. Pointing that toe. And 4, 3. Now, last one. I'm going to lift it all the way up. And I'm going to just add a little pulse. There you go. That toe is pointed for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Flex your foot. There we go. Now, full lift with that foot flex. Bring it all the way up. Now, don't go too fast. There we go. And 6, 5, 4, and try not to rest on the floor. 2. Now, last one. Bring it all the way up. Foot is flex and add that little pulse. Keeping it lifted for 8, 6, 4, and hold it. Hold it right there. Hold it. Lifted. Straight. With flex for 8, 6, 4. Now, slowly bring it down close to the floor, and we're going to make that upside down U. My foot is flexed. I'm making that upside down U. There you go, over my left leg for 8, and 7, 5, 3. Okay, point that toe. Give me 8 more for 8, 7, 5, 3. Oh, and last one. And bring that leg down. Woo. And bring that leg up. Give yourself a nice little stretch. Open up that hip. And the other side. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up. You guys did a great job. Now we're gonna bring it back up onto our feet. Grab a drink of water. And I'm gonna pick up those weights. Now I'm gonna use 5 pounds today. Like I said, if you don't have any weights, it's okay, because you can just do it without weights because you're still gonna work your arms. Your legs. Because my feet are gonna be nice and wide. My toes are slightly pointed out. I'm going to face my palms up, okay? My chest is lifted, palms are up, and I'm going to lower myself down. So notice my form. Toes are slightly pointed out. I'm on my heels to start. Palms are facing up and down nice and deep. And then curl all the way up, all the way down, and all the way up. There we go. A full curl. And we have 8. 3. Now, last one. Bring it down 90 degrees with those arms. Okay? Now, I'm just going to add a little small pulse here and pulse those biceps. There you go, for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right here, 90 degrees. Alternate sides of coming up on those toes. Keeping my arms at 90 degrees. For 8, 6, 4, 3. Okay, last one. Come up on your left toe. Come up on your left toe. Add that little pulse. I'm trying to mirror me. That's the only reason I said left. There you go. Okay, for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there. Hold it right there. On your left toe. Stay on your left toe. Curl. Come down halfway. Curl. Halfway. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Now, hold it right here. Add that little pulse. Little pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Heel comes down, come up on the other toe. On the other toe. Add that little pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it. Stay on that toe. Curl. Bring it down halfway. Curl. Halfway. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Okay, back to 90 degrees right here. Add that little pulse. Little pulse with those bicep curls for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Now, come up on both toes. Both toes. I want you to bring those elbows close to your body. Arms come out and in. Those weights come out and in while we're on those toes. 8 and 7, 5, 3. There you go. Bring it out. We're going to hold it here. Hold it on those toes. Arms are out 90 degrees for 8, 6, 4. Now add that little pulse on those toes for 8, 7. I told you if you didn't have weights, it was okay. And 5, 4, 2, and hold it there. Now I'm going to stay here. I'm going to curl up and then halfway down. Up, halfway down for 8 and 7, 5, 3, back to 90 degrees. Bring it in. Okay, heels are going to come down now. Palms are going to face each other. Okay, my palms are facing. Arms come up and down. My arms are at 90 degrees, and I'm bringing them up shoulder height for 8, and 7. If you have to drop the weights, you can. 5, 3. Okay, here we go. We're going to add a little combo here. You ready? Bring it up. Turn, down, and down. And up. See how my arms are at 90 degrees, and I'm bringing them up shoulder height. Now, if you have to drop the weights, you can, and just use those palms facing down. There you go. 3 more. And 3. And 2. Last one. Now, you're going to want to pick up those weights if you drop them, and you're going to double them up. Bring them up over that head, all the way behind that head. Press it up and up. Now, see, you're still working those legs. So if you don't have the weights, it's okay. All the way behind that head, elbows are in, chest is lifted, core is nice and tight. Oh, yes. Bring it all the way behind that head. And we have 5, 4, 2. Bring it all the way behind the head. Add that little pulse. Keep those elbows in for 8, 6, 4, and hold. Come up on those toes. Hold it there. Hold it. Add that little pulse for 8, 6, 4, and last one. Heels come down. Arms come up and over. Woo! Now I'm going to drop those weights. Awesome job, you guys. Now, woo, I'm going to stretch those arms out a little bit. Grab a drink if you need one. Stretch out that shoulder, that tricep. And those arms come out. Give me a big hug. Okay, now, I'm going to come back to my first position. Right, I'm going to do first a little bit today. First position. And I'm going to come out to second, just like a warm-up. It is. And out. We have 5 more. And 5. Now, I'm going to bring those arms out, shoulder height, and I'm going to stay in second position right here. Okay, my chest is lifted. I'm going to bring that booty down as deep as I can. And I'm going to make a little circle with those arms. My arms are shoulder height. I don't have any weights in my hands, but if you wanted to have water bottles or 1-pounders or 2-pounders, you could. But I'm just going to do it without any weights. Palms facing down, little circle. And 5, 3, and reverse that circle for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there. Hold it. Now, I want you to come up on this toe only, this toe only, which if you're near, it should be your left. Come up on that toe, heel, only that one toe. Bring it up for 8, 7, 5, 3, come up on that toe. Stay there and add that little pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it nice and deep. I want you to hold it. You're on that one toe for 8, 7, 5, 3, fingertips to those temples. Now take that elbow towards the knee that you're on that toe. There you go. And crunch. And we have 8, 7, 4. Okay. Now our last one, we're going to bring that elbow to that knee and add a little pulse, little small movement. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Bring it back to that center. Heel comes down and step back up to first. Now I'm going to do the other side. Here we go. First and out to second, the other side. And we have 8. Are you ready? 3. Okay, bring it all the way out. Arms are up, shoulder height. Okay, now I'm going to start here. I'm going to add that little pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Little circle with those arms. Bring it around for 8, 7, 5, 3, and the other direction for 8, 6, 4, and hold. Come down nice and deep. Make sure you're deep. Now the other toe. Come up on that toe. The other side. There you go. Keep those arms out, shoulder height. Only this one side for 8, 7, 5, 3. Come up on that toe. Stay there. Add the pulse. You're on one toe, just this toe. Just so you can see that clearly. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. I want you to bring those fingertips to those temples. Elbows are out. So come down nice and deep in front. Bring that elbow to that knee. Feel those obliques. And we have 8, 6, 4. Okay, last one. Bring that elbow to that knee. That little pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Back to the center. Heel comes down and step it up. Excellent job. Woo. Okay. Now, I just have to stretch out those obliques a little bit. Now, we're going to go back to our chair. Just to help us with a little balance, just so we can do a few things on our toes. So I have my chair. My heels are together. First position, toes are slightly pointed out. Now, this is where I'm going to start. Okay? Now, we've been in first position a lot, right? So I want you to start, because we're holding onto that chair, on your toes. Okay? I want you to press those heels together, and those knees come out. Now, if you can't come up on your toes, it's okay. You can stay here in first position with the heels on the floor. Okay? But I want to try and start us with those on those toes right here. Now, this arm can be up, out, hip, or out. Whatever you feel comfortable with this arm, okay? Now I'm going to start by coming down and all the way up. I'm on my toes, but I'm using this chair just for balance so I can stay on those toes. A little assistance there, right? And we have 8. 5. Now, last one. I want you to come down nice and deep, okay? You're nice and deep. I'm going to come down up an inch. Just a small movement. Remember, if we're coming down up an inch, we're going a little bit slower than a pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Okay, bring it down, and we're going to hold it there. Now, the outside leg, furthest from the chair, I want you to step right behind your heel. So just right behind your heel. Come down, up an inch. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and I want you to hold it here. Put all that weight on the leg that's closest to the chair. I know you're on that toe. The back leg is going to lift and lift. So you're just bending that knee, lifting that foot up. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Now lift that foot up and hold it here. I know you're on this toe and it's hard, and that's okay. Hold it for 8, 6, 4. Now add a little pulse. Can you add a little pulse while you're on that toe? For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Back to that first position. Press those heels together. Now we're just going to pause, little pause for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Same leg that you step back, you're going to step forward. So that foot's just right in front of the other toe. Down, up an inch. Down, up an inch. 8, 7, 5, 3. Bring it down. All the weight is on that leg closest to the chair, and that front leg's going to lift. Your leg is bent for 8, 7, 5, 3. Lift that leg up. And just have a little pause with it lifted for 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Come back in that first position and heels come back together. Whoa, shake it out. Now, switch sides. Now, my other hand is on that chair. My feet come back to first position. I'm starting right here. Bring it down and up. That chest is lifted. We have 8. My heels are on the floor. And 3, 2, and bring it down. Now, come up on those toes. I'm giving you a little break on those toes. Okay, now I'm up on those toes. If you can, outside leg, stepping it back behind that heel. Come down, up an inch. Down, up an inch. A slow movement for 8, and 7, 5, 3, and hold it right here. Hold it. See how my knees, my legs are bent. My knees are bent just slightly, okay? That back foot is behind and I'm on my toes. I'm going to put all my weight on that leg close to the chair, and I'm just going to bend that back leg and lift that foot into the air. And 8, 7, 5, 3. Now lift that foot up and add that little pulse if you can. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right here. Come back to first position on those toes. First position, come down, up an inch. There we go. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Outside leg. Step it forward. You're on those toes. Down, up an inch. Up an inch for 8, 7, 5, 3. Bring it down. Leg closest to that chair. All the weight goes on it, and lift that front leg. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Okay, lift that leg up and add a little pulse. I know you're on that toe. Little pulse with that leg lifted for 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Bring it back to first. Heels come down. Excellent job, you guys. Woo, shake it out. Now I'm going to move my chair out of the way. Let's move that chair out of the way. Okay, now I'm just going to come out wide. Feet are in second position, and we are going to wrap this up in just a minute. Okay, I want you to come down and reach. Now, you can stay right here, or I want you to come up on your toes. Heels, toes, heels. Come down deep, big arms. Bring it down, all the way up, down, all the way. Now we have 8, 6, 4. Okay, last one. And bring it down. Awesome job, you guys. We are going to give ourselves a little stretch. Wrap this up. Because you have to go on with your day, right? Now, let's start with stretching out those triceps. We're going to cool it down, give a little stretch. Stretch that tricep out. And the other one. Move that arm across. Shoulder. And the other one. Arms come out. Big virtual hug. Thumbs come down. Hands come behind. Now, hands come forward. Oh, give yourself a nice little stretch. Okay, I want you to pick up one foot. Knees come together. And then cross that leg over if you can and just sit that booty down in that invisible chair. Okay, change sides. Lift that foot up, knees are together. Cross that leg over, sit in that invisible chair. Well, it's our imaginary chair, right? Just like my imaginary friends that I do my workouts with sometimes. Now step that foot back and reach it over. And then we're going to do the other side. And reach over. You all did a fabulous job. You look beautiful. Amazing. Big stretch up. Here we go. Last one. Finish it off. And thank you very much. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much for coming. And I will see you in person at the YMCA in the Southern Branch, 10 a.m. We are in the parking lot. I know, in the parking lot at the Southern Branch, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. for Barre. Okay, so very exciting. We just do all balance things. Bring a mat, a set of light weights, and you're good. So you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you Saturday or next Thursday here again.